Okay, the next project I want to start is getting these dagger boards out of the trunk. So I've tied an extra lead to the main halyard because I'm going to lift it up over the rail here and then shoot it right down the side. We'll set it there, and that way we could work under the boat in the shade. We'll have to strip the bottoms of these dagger boards, just the wetted surfaces, and get some fresh paint on those as well. But, well, let's get these out, see how they look. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's getting warm out in the sun. Much better under here. Okay, not much to do. Just kind of touch up the bottoms of these. We'll put a coat of paint on the whole thing while we're at it, but they'll camp out here in the shade. Much nicer.
There's Teal, hard at work. Honestly, I don't remember our dagger boards being so small. Do you?
What, are you saying I'm less of a man because my dagger board's a little shorter?
I'm just saying, no, very adequate.
They just seem small when they're laying on the ground. When you tilt them up and they're tall,
And they're tall.
they seem much larger.
Well, this one needs some bottom paint,
Yeah.
for sure. But overall, they've done pretty well.
Yep. I'm sure, remember we got that log tangled up under us? I think it took some paint with us there.
It tussled with this one.
Yes. I noticed one is nipped off on the bottom and
Yeah.
one isn't. I still don't know the story on that.
And we never will.
One day I'm gonna nip this one off to match.
No.
Well, if this one ever gets damaged, I will.
Yeah. It is the start of paint day.
Yay, paint day.
We had our bottom paint shipped in from Fisheries Supply. Went to Miami. From Miami, it went on a ship. And then it got here to Panama. Only took like, I don't know, 3 months.
Oh. But we wanted to stick with the same paint. We know the compatibility's there. We've been happy with the lifespan on it.
Yeah.
It is, I mean, it is what it is. Bottom paint is bottom paint. It's like talking
politics
and religion. I mean, there's nothing that really works perfect. And if it does work, you probably don't want to swim next to your boat.
I think it's funny though that every time somebody hauls out, everybody checks out each other's bottoms.
I know. They want to know.
They want to know what the secret is. And the secret is, there's no secret.
That's right.
Scrape. You
Scrape.
gotta scrape in lots of layers, I guess.
And haul your boat often. And then your bottom stays clean.
Although, I mean, 2 years, over 2 years, our bottom did pretty darn good.
Yeah, I mean, right here, we went through and just kind of touched
Okay,
up.
let me talk about this little touch-up thing. Teal's OCD kicked in, And anytime there was a little chip out or whatever, he had to fill it in.
I didn't fill it, I just feathered it. I just feathered a little bit of the edge.
Because it just drives you crazy.
I know. Okay, let me look at the temperature, make sure we're inside of the window.
There's no window.
Yep, it's too warm. We're gonna have to wait till winter.
Uh-huh. Nice and mixed?
We are all set.
All right, so I'm just gonna be touching up all those little spots just to get everything kind of,
What, get an extra coat? No.
Get an extra coat.
Well, it'll make you feel better because you hate looking at all the little dots. But there is a purpose for it. Yeah, I want to have an extra coat over all those things. So you're gonna go around, touch up all these, and then we coat the whole boat, let it dry a couple hours, coat the boat again, let it dry a couple hours, coat the boat again.
Until we run out of paint.
Yeah, and then we'll hit all the leading edges like 3-4 times, because that's all the wear spots. The front edge of the rudder, the leading edge of the bows, dagger boards, things like that. So, let's get busy. I know you're just gonna paint the whole boat tonight, aren't you?
I want to.
I don't even have the tape up yet.
I know. I'm that good though.
No.
I'm good at painting. I think the last time was actually me, because I think you were inside the cabin doing something.
I'm sure.
Emma and I did the majority of the painting in Penasco.
Today is a busy day. We have been tag teaming all of our projects so that we can get out of here as fast as possible. So today my dad is editing inside and working on our videos, and my mom is painting downstairs. So I'm gonna go see how I can help her. Okay, it's go time. Everything's taped and we're ready. First coat. Let's do this.
Look at your little shirt.
I know, I told you I'm going to retire this once we're done.
Give it to Emma as a family heirloom.
Garbage.
Okay, well, I've got this whole side taped off all the way down. Getting ahead of Lynn. She's plugging away though. Coat number 1.
Coat number 1. It's hot.
Yeah, but it looks good. Okay, I'll grab a roller and help
We need
you.
some trays. This is not working.
I know.
It's slowing me down.
I thought I had trays. I'll go grab some. You're almost done.
Yeah, right. I'm almost a quarter done of the first coat.
Okay, Lynn's been painting up a storm over here. This is actually coat number 3, but we've already peeled the tape. It's so hot out. Anywhere the tape hit the sun, it was sticking hard fast. So we're putting on 2 coats on the bottom, putting a 3rd on right along the water line, and then peeling the tape. That way we could keep painting without tape. We've got most of the boat done now. Got this inside holes done. This whole starboard hole is done all the way down. And look at this. Everything's looking good. Look at that crisp line. It's turning out pretty nice actually. Okay, we're just gonna stay at it. We're putting on a third coat still tonight. We haven't even touched this far side though. This side is in the direct sun out here. You can see we painted right up to the water line here, but we haven't taped it off yet. We're gonna have to wait for the sun go down. It's just way too hot right here. So about 5 o'clock, we'll start taping, maybe 5:30, and we're gonna paint this whole side. We'll get 2 coats, 3 coats on. Well, we'll put 2 coats on and then 1 on the water line, all after dark tonight. But we're getting it. What do you think?
I think you need to pick up a roller. I'm just kidding.
We've been tag teaming, but yeah, Lynn's taken up the majority of this. What can I say? She's so good at it.
Hardly any paint on me.
That's good. Of course, it helps to wear black.
Hey, I'm serious. Like every other area. Barely any spatters.
Good. Okay, keep at it. It's looking good. We still have, we'll paint out our dagger boards right at the end. We want to make sure we have enough paint for the hull first, because these we can pull up and paint at any time. But it's getting there. Time to pull tape.
So Teal's taking one for the team. Painting on the sunny side.
I'm racing the sun.
You're racing the sun. But this is our last coats. And bottom is done.
Here comes the sun. We're trying to get multiple coats on before it hits the sun and peel the tape before it hits the sun. We're about done. Lynn's got this little bit left. And that hits our target for this side this morning.
Even if we couldn't, we don't have a choice.
I know. I just wanted to get the tape off before the sun hit it. That stuff got sticky fast.
I know. Okay. Start pulling.
Well, it's starting to feel like we're making ground down here. All the paint on the hulls is down. That's 3.5 to 4 coats on everything and leading edges. Got some extra treatment. Dagger boards are painted up even. I guess I do have to flip those and do the other side. Got a little touch up here and there. Still have half a gallon of paint. We'll just keep painting that out. I want to leave a cord left, so when we do pick up the boat, we'll be able to paint under all the blocking. But now it's time to shift gears. We're gonna have to start paying attention to these sail drives. We've got them all stripped down, nice and smooth, and they're all prepped for paint. So we're not gonna use the same bottom paint on our sail drives. This is not compatible. That's why we go with Flylux 3.3. This is made for sail drives. So we'll get on that, get a couple coats of that down today. I gotta get these things put back together. I wanna get the zincs on, the props back on, do the service with the grease and all the Zerg fittings, all tomorrow morning. But we're getting there. Starting to feel a little bit lighter in my shoes. The heavy lifting's been done, and we're on the tail end of this haul out. This is the second coat now on here. I'm scuffing in between each one. Goes on real thick and stipply. So each layer, it's nice just to flatten it out a little bit. Not much. I don't want to sand too much off. Just get the burrs off and scuff the surface. Okay, sail drives are officially done. Well, with the paint. Trilux 3-3, 4 thick coats on there. Light scuff between each one. That should hold us up for minimum 2 years. I'm sure it'll last longer, but we'll probably haul out again before that wears through. Okay. It's been a long day. It's been a long day for these guys. They've been sanding solid since we've been here. This is quite the project. Boat's 1979 wood boat. Came down here from the Pacific Northwest, I believe, about 10-15 years ago, and sat in the yard for a while. Now they're doing some repairs, and they're going to launch her here shortly. She's a beast, but a lot of work. Okay, meanwhile, our all non-wood boat here is about ready. You know, we missed our launch date by about a day and a half with that rub rail. We had a scheduled 1 week in and out. They ended up giving us the next slot, which was a week later, so it'll be a total of 2 weeks on the hard. The second week, though, is going to be all on rigging and deck hardware, things like that. We have other things to do, and maybe pick a couple other projects down here. I'm not sure yet. We'll start figuring that out. But for now, we're sitting pretty. Real pretty. Today, the props go back on, new zincs. Now that we cleaned all these up, I like to check the pitch, make sure nothing has changed. And if it has, tune it up. Yeah, that one looks slightly off. These Kiwi props have an adjustment screw. Looks good. Make sure both blades, both props have the same pitch as well. That one's way out. I'm assuming they get out when I wrap a line around them. Or they just wiggle the way free, or get a little wear on there. Who knows? But that's it. Okay, these are ready to go back on. New zincs, everything. This is, everything's looking clean. I do have a couple little chunks missing from these tips. I do have a spare set of blades here, but I'm gonna keep that set for a catastrophic failure, not this little cosmetic stuff. I'm sure this does make a slight difference, but the new blades will wait. Keep those for an emergency. Before I put the zincs on, I'm going to give a little scuff to the mating surface. Make sure it's nice and clean. A little bit of this paint had rolled the edge here. Want to make sure I get all that off. Keeping it really flat. Take two. And take three. I don't know what it is. It just feels good, always. Cleaning everything up. Getting it put back together. The sail drives look brand new after each haul out. You do it right, and these things will last. You ignore them, they dissolve away. Okay, I put a nice amount of marine grease on there. Now we're gonna put a little thread lock on this. This Boss hub has set screws to keep it from coming apart, but it's always nice to put a little thread lock on there too. I like it, it displaces the seawater too. Okay, this is gonna slide right in. Okay, we're missing something. Way to double check my work, Lynn. Do you know what we're missing?
Another part?
I just took that cap off to clean it.
I didn't want to mess with perfection.
Perfection. That would have been a nightmare. I'll be like, what are these parts over here?
Oh, you don't need it. I had an uncle that used to do that. Every time he'd work on an engine, he'd always have spare parts. And then if we asked him about it, he says, oh, it's not needed.
Okay. Much better. Okay, there we go.
Any other missing parts?
You tell me. That was your error, not mine.
You're right.
You're supposed to be watching these things. As soon as I start pushing it together, I'm going, this cap doesn't look right. Okay, now.
Take two.
Take two. We'll see this come right together here.
They almost feel like we can put line cutters right there.
Yeah, we'd have to cut that out. It takes a ½ inch is what it does. I'd have to cut this thing back to about here. But I think there's enough to do it.
I think there might be a different part for this one that you can.
Yeah. You replace this whole thing with a line cutter built in.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next?
The hub.
My little cap?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put this one in first. Much better, huh? So much easier when you're helping me.
Well, yeah. I can read your mind.
Okay, did I forget anything?
No.
Now we're packing this thing. Gonna fill the entire hub with grease. You can see it starting to come out here. Make sure there's about 6 little needle fittings that I need to lube up. That's one. Here's another. See it coming out?
Yep.
Okay, that's 2. There's 1 on each blade. Behind this little set screw.
And just like that, we accomplished everything that we needed to do during this haul out. With Basic looking good below the waterline and a few days until we launch, the crew will now focus on finishing up our standing rigging. But we'll save that story for next time.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. A big thanks goes out to our amazing patrons whose generous support drives the production of our videos. Join our crew if you can. The crew got a lot accomplished in just 8 days. Too bad the launch had to be pushed out. Come back next week to see how Team Basic stays busy during the delay. See you then!